accuses a former founder, chairman, and CEO of World Wrestling Entertainment, Vincent Kennedy McMahon, of sex trafficking in a graphic lawsuit. A former employee for World Wrestling Entertainment has accused the company's longtime former chairman, Vince McMahon, of sex trafficking, sexual assault, and paying to keep her quiet in a new graphic lawsuit filed Thursday. The former employee, Janelle Grant, alleged in the lawsuit in Connecticut that she was sexually abused by McMahon while he was CEO of the WWE. According to the suit, McMahon promised Grant career opportunities while sexually and physically abusing her, as well as attempted to sexually exploit her to men inside and outside WWE, including a wrestler the company was trying to recruit. The lawsuit accuses WWE, McMahon, and John Laurinaitis, WWE's former head of talent relations, of sex trafficking, negligence, civil battery, and causing emotional distress. Grant is seeking to void her non-disclosure agreement that she said she signed in 2022. This lawsuit replete with lies, obscene, made-up instances that never occurred, and a vindictive distortion of the truth. A spokesman for McMahon told the Wall Street Journal he will vigorously defend himself. Jeffrey McDevitt, who was listed as McMahon's attorney in the agreement with Grant, told the Washington Post he no longer represents McMahon, Laurinaitis, and McMahon could not be reached for comment. Today's complaint seeks to hold accountable two WWE executives who sexually assaulted and trafficked plaintiff Janelle Grant, as well as the organization that facilitated or turned a blind eye to the abuse and then swept it under the rug. Grant's attorney, Ann Callis, said in a statement, "She is an incredibly private and courageous person who has suffered deeply at the hands of Mr. McMahon and Mr. Laurinaitis. Ms. Grant hopes that her lawsuit will prevent other women from being victimized. The organization is well aware of Mr. McMahon's history of depraved behavior, and it's time that they take responsibility for the misconduct of its leadership." The lawsuit comes 2 days after TKO, the parent company of WWE and UFC, signed a massive deal with Netflix over the rights to Raw, the professional wrestling company's flagship show. A spokesperson for WWE did not immediately respond to a request for comment. McMahon retired from his roles as chairman and CEO of WWE back in July 2022 after he and Laurinaitis were accused of sexual misconduct. He then reportedly paid more than $12 million to four women who previously worked with the company over allegations of sexual misconduct. In August 2023, McMahon was served a federal grand jury subpoena and search warrant amid allegations that he paid millions of dollars to women who accused him of sexual misconduct. McMahon returned to WWE in January 2023 in an effort to help sell the corporation, which came to pass in April when the Endeavor-owned UFC announced a merger with WWE. The company became TKO in September. McMahon, who is executive chairman of the board for TKO, sold hundreds of millions of his TKO stock in November. Mr. McMahon does not control TKO, nor does he oversee the day-to-day operations of WWE, a spokesperson for TKO said in a statement. While this matter predates our TKO executive team's tenure at the company, we take Ms. Grant's horrific allegations very seriously and are addressing this matter internally. The complaint from Grant, who started working at WWE in June 2019, includes graphic details about her interactions with McMahon, as well as her experiences with others in the company, including Laurinaitis. McMahon would often ask for sexually explicit photos and videos from Grant, who sometimes expressed apprehension with his request, the lawsuit said. In response, McMahon asked why she didn't trust him and reminded her of his power and influence, such as by flaunting a meeting with the Saudi crown prince, according to the lawsuit. The suit claims McMahon defecated on Grant during a sexual encounter and at times used sex toys on her that he named after professional wrestlers. Grant suffered physical injuries, including bleeding and pain, from forceful use of sex toys, according to the lawsuit. That's just plain nasty. The lawsuit says that in June 2021, McMahon and Laurinaitis allegedly locked Grant in an office at the WWE's headquarters in Connecticut and sexually assaulted her. Despite objections, the two men restrained her while saying, "No means yes," the suit said. McMahon allegedly locked her in a locker room in June 2021, where he forced himself on her, according to the lawsuit. Grant was then given $15,000 in Bloomingdale gift cards by McMahon's personal assistant at the direction of McMahon, the lawsuit said. The lawsuit also includes a string of text messages between McMahon and Grant. Sounds like a smoking gun. With McMahon sharing explicit details about sexual desires and fantasies, several of which include graphic and explicit language. He also spoke to Grant about creating a schedule for when other men could have sex with her, the lawsuit said. This better not be a black woman. I'll be damned pissed off. According to the lawsuit, McMahon shared explicit photos and videos of Grant with a world-famous athlete and former UFC heavyweight champion that the WWE was trying to sign. McMahon allegedly gave Grant's cell phone number to that WWE superstar while negotiating a new contract and promised that wrestler that Grant would do anything. The superstar then asked Grant to send them a video of herself urinating, which she did, according to the lawsuit. No person should be subject to this kind of stuff, regardless of who they are, regardless of their race, their color, their creed, their ethnicity. It's hard to read the rest of this. The superstar then asked Grant to send them a video of herself urinating, which she did. The same superstar told Grant he wanted to set up a play date for a sexual encounter, according to the lawsuit. But a snowstorm disrupted the wrestler's travel schedule, so Grant used the weather and COVID-19 to avoid meeting. In January 2022, according to the lawsuit, McMahon informed Grant that his wife, Linda McMahon, had learned about the relationship and would seek a divorce. McMahon then allegedly asked Grant to sign an NDA and leave WWE to avoid negative media attention. McMahon allegedly pressured Grant into signing the NDA. He also promised to protect her and pay $3 million according to the lawsuit. She signed the agreement in a state of mental defeat and fear for McMahon's threats, the suit said. McMahon paid her $1 million but failed to make any further payments, the suit said. I'm Todd Tanner. This is an ongoing development, and I will keep you all posted and update. In the next video, I want to talk about the rights that were sold to Netflix for WWE. I'm Tyrone Bowman. Pardon me. It's on my other show. I'm Todd Tanner.